lurk, Mr. Woozer. I'll happily take your organs. And thank you for the subs, Astro and Red. Welcome back to the harem. How y'all doing? Yo, another one. Thank you for the sub as well, Edison. Thank you, thank you. God, 13 months. It's crazy. But how's everyone doing today? Hopefully a little bit better than I am. I'm a little worn out. I had a lot to deal with this week, so it's already been a long week and it's only Tuesday. Give me that 1010 comic where the captain's like, wow, what a week. And 1010's like, Captain, it's only Tuesday. That's me right now, dude. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Just busy work week. And a lot of unfortunate news as of late. Nothing serious, just annoying. But yeah, I don't know. It's been so long since we've done like a chatting stream. Like, I legitimately like don't remember how to do these. It's been a while since I've had the ability to just like free range chat. So, hey Trev, hey Gary, hey Edison, hey Jadelle. What is this chatting? I think it's something VTubers are supposed to regularly do, but I've been putting it off a lot recently, so. Give me 2 seconds real quick. Let's see that. Okay. Vtubers, yeah, I have no clue what they are. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of venereal disease. I'm pretty sure that's what the V stands for. Oh, yeah, it's technically VTubers are what happens when you go tubing at a Six Flags and catch a venereal disease in the pool at the bottom of the ride. We call it V-tubing. Also, my brain's melting from how hot it is. Please stop being hot. I refuse. Not allowed. I will greenhouse gas your planet until even the bacteria is wiped away, so. Ugh. What's a twitch? I believe it's like something that's like an involuntary muscle spasm. I don't know. I usually only see it when I dig around in like worshippers' brains, so. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired if you can't tell. Voice is still a little bit weak from Sunday, but you know what? I couldn't get a Pokemon, and I probably won't be able to get a Pokemon for a good while. So I thought I'd short up with like a fun, small, just chatting stream because we're trying to move and, you know, more VTuber stuff and less War Thunder stuff, so. Yeah, my car is out of commission, and I'm not putting extra miles on other people's cars, nor am I risking a rental, so, yeah. I don't know. I'll be honest. See, I can actually go into depth about things now because we're on a just chatting stream, but I've actually been considering dropping, like, Pokemon, period. For a lot of reasons. So. Remember that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where the main character licks his own brain? I do, and I hate that you reminded me of that. I never liked that dude. That guy always grossed me the fuck out. Like, I get they have to be fish people, but like, can we not pull like a One Piece fish people? Why do we have to go with undead fish people? So. Also, yeah, that was actually Jack Sparrow. Yeah. What's the JoJo music for? I don't even think that was JoJo music. It wasn't. All anime is apparently JoJo now. I hear weeb shit. It must be JoJo. Jube's Bizarro Travels. It was in the end credits. Oh, I guess it was technically. Yeah, this is Last Train Home. What a weird song. Anyway. Hara's a JoJo character. There is a very old meme out there somewhere with me in like one of the JoJo post-credit scenes. Yeah, that jazz was 100% from a Persona game, so. But yeah, I'm dropping Pokemon probably for the foreseeable future. I might play a couple weeks if I get back into it fast enough, but I'm just finding that, like, I'd rather use the nights that I play Pokemon, like, working on stream stuff. And I'm just not enjoying it that much anymore, if I'm being honest. Like, I enjoy playing it. I'm not enjoying playing at locals that much anymore. Plus, there's, like, some changes coming out with TCG, where they're lowering the amount of time that you have to, like, do overtimes, and they're working the way that, like, overtime works, like, to prevent ties. And it's gonna heavily favor, stall decks. Like, really heavily favor stall decks. So if that goes through and that becomes a thing and it becomes a long worthwhile thing, I'm not really gonna get into it again. That's definitely gonna keep me out. Because I had to play like 2 of them at locals on last Tuesday, and I was like, this literally blows. This is so much not fun. No, that's not an option. It's run by stores backed by Pokemon, so you have to do the new rules and everything, so. Yeah, it's pretty lame. Give me 2 seconds, actually. I forgot to have a lozenge pre-stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and have one. Howdy 30, welcome man, how you doing? Hopefully this will clear me out later. Honestly, the Pokemon TCG isn't that complicated. It's still much easier to learn and play than Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I don't think I could ever recommend Yu-Gi-Oh! To anybody. I don't know how people enjoy that shit. Just being honest. Thank you! Is this from Thunderbolt? It's gotta be. Yeah, it's from Thunderbolt. I was about to say, at this point, if I hear, like, I hate this, because, like, it's the same thing as, like, I know people do this with Persona. If I hear, like, Japanese-inspired jazz, I just automatically assume it's from Gundam Thunderbolt at this point. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely that complicated, unless you guys play, like pre-5Ds rules only. The basics of Pokemon are, like, much simpler, honestly. You don't have to worry. I mean, like just after 5Ds, I guess. I said pre-5Ds, but, like, synchros are fine. It's really when you start getting to XZs is when it's like, all right, this is getting stupid. Pokemon Black for DS stream when? I mean, I do want to pick up a Pokemon game at some point. It's just that I feel like we're starting to get big enough now where I could be actually chased down by Nintendo, and I don't think I want to go up against Nintendo's legal team. So, that's how I feel about it right now. Pendulum was fucking dumb. I completely agree, but XZs were also stupid because you could snowball off XZs. Hey, M22, what's up? You use the actual cartridge? Yeah, the thing is while I do actually have it, I'm not buying all of the recording equipment required to set that up. I'm not doing it. That just sounds like a lot of money. A lot of money for, like, 50 people to show up to stream, sadly. I also can't do fun stuff and, like, add, like, weird, wacky shit for you guys. I am well aware of Link Jadal. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before I played Pokemon, buddy. I am well aware. I'm just saying Xyz was the start of the problem. Yeah, that's the thing though, I guess with like link summoning is like, even when they announced it, all of the Yu-Gi-Oh players were like, this is gonna be stupid. Like, that's straight up how it was. Like, they announced the links and everybody was like, oh yeah, this is gonna suck. Like, nice gear. I actually still need to go to my P.O. box. I keep leaving my key in my old car. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Ooh, you built an art guy? Nice! I've actually got a Gundam kit that I want to build on stream at some point. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but at some point. I guess I've technically got two, because we still need to do the Zoids Liger Zero Jaeger package. So. Stop touching the crown. Yeah, that sucks, Tactical. I want to say that, like, I think it's because of my warmth, like my natural warm glow. But while I like to imagine the radiation kills mosquitoes immediately, apparently it doesn't. I walked across the street last night at like 10:30 to my neighbor's house to go get something and then walk back, and I got bit on the same leg 6 times. 6 times, brother. 6 times. I've got one on my inner and outer thigh, one at the back of the knee, one on my calf, and like one on the top of my foot and one on my ankle. It's fucking ass. I hate it. It's so bad. Ugh, I was doing nothing but scratching my legs today at work. It was so cringe. And one's like so high up, it looks like I'm like digging up my clothes, which is luckily I work in a cubicle upstairs, but it looked really weird. Everybody came upstairs. I've just got like my hand up my up my dress. How often do you handle historic firearms for set displays? So I've actually handled a couple. But it's not super common because like the museum I work at is not like super focused on that quite yet. I've handled a couple Civil War era rifles, including an early Enfield. I think it's an Enfield. I know the Lee Enfield was World War I, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Enfield manufactured guns long before World War I. I think it was an Enfield. It was British for sure. But yeah, I've handled that. I have to handle cannonballs pretty frequently. No cannons, sadly. There were Enfields in World War II, correct. But we're talking like muskets. We're talking like straight up like powder charged muskets. So, but I've handled cannonballs. No cannons, sadly. Uniforms. I've done like World War II and Civil War era uniforms and Korea. Yeah. The 1853 Enfield, correct. I do believe. Let me double check. I know what it looks like. 53 Enfield. Beep. Yep, that's it. One of those. It's in surprisingly good condition too. They haven't confirmed it, but I'm pretty sure it has like what's the word? Refurbished. I'm pretty sure it has refurbished parts, so. I'm gonna be honest though, I've said it before, like, for every, like, one really cool item you get to handle, there's, like, 200 newspaper clippings. Like, of the most, like, banal shit ever. So, honestly, I love my job, don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not always, like, I'm unearthing holy grails and handling, like, captured, like, Japanese samurai swords from the Imperial era. You know? It's not usually like that. It's like rusty cannonballs, the occasional like Honestly, the occasional like Nazi emblem or like World War II U.S. Army medal. The Nazi ones are captured. And like a lot of papers. Just a lot of paperwork. A lot of newspaper clippings, a lot of like journals, a lot of scrapbooks, stuff like that. Oh, I got 2 people thought to ask if I'm not like Indiana Jones. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jinx! I'm jinxing both of you! You're getting jinxed. Get jinxed. But yeah. No, not like Indiana Jones, sadly. I don't have a bullwhip, and I definitely don't punch that hard. Punching's not really my thing. I will say, I did rewatch, I think it was the first one. I think I rewatched the first Indiana Jones. I forgot that Indiana Jones actually uses guns. Like, unironically. I completely forgot about it. I just assumed, because, like, the later movies, he doesn't use them that often. But, like, I was like, yeah, he just, like, whips people and punches stuff. And then, like, the first 10 minutes, he's machine gunning Nazis with, like, a Sten gun. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I forgot that existed. You don't have a whip? Well, not that kind of whip. Chirp. What's up, dinosaur? How's it going? Indian Joan. Indiana's what they named the dog. Ow. Also, small announcement. It's not gonna be for a long while. But we are going to be getting updated rigging sometime soon for the Vtuber model. So my form will hopefully become a little bit more fluid. So be excited about that. I'm just announcing it now because I know you guys will completely forget by the time that it actually comes out. We're not going to do a debut or anything like that. At least I don't think we will. But I do have some stuff in the works. And I actually wanted to pitch to you guys. I don't know how I'd do it. I'd probably have to look into it. But I want to start doing, like, history streams. Or, like, history, like, academic history streams more frequently. Would you guys also be down for, like, just chatting streams? But, like, in the background, like, I'm working on research. Would you guys be interested in that? Is that something that'd be interesting to you guys? Nerd? Yeah, so what? The only issue is, like, I'd have to, like, figure out, like, how to, like, show my browser and keep things hidden. And I'd also have to find, another thing I have to find is a way to get back into archives I used to have access to and don't anymore, so. But I've got some stream plans for the future, assuming I get some things together that I want to get worked on, so yeah. But yeah, if people would show up, I'm down. I'll also add, thank you guys for coming out to chatting tonight. I'm really trying to make a push and an effort towards expanding my content into stuff that's less War Thundery, and I'm gonna be honest, it has not gone well. Much to my headache. So I'm gonna keep trying, because I don't want to just play War Thunder, and I don't want to be known as a War Thunder streamer. But that requires a little bit from you guys too. So if you guys don't mind, I'd love it if I could see you guys more frequently to streams like this. Because, like, the more that you guys show up, and the more of you that do show up, the more willing I am to do new things. So just keep that in mind. Tell your other worshipers and chatters about it. Even if it doesn't interest you, the support means literally everything. Even if you want to just, like, mute me in the background, I don't care. So yeah, it would really mean a lot because every time we have a stream, which it's been happening frequently, and again, it's not on you guys, it's on me. I gotta figure out what interests you guys. But I've noticed that when we do like history nights, not a lot of people show up. And that's disheartening because like I want to do it. But if people aren't gonna show up, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? It's not worth the effort. Same thing with moving out to new games. So, thank you for the lurk, Bedroll. Happily take your organs. So that's just something to keep in mind is that if you want me to play new games, if you want me to talk history, just please make sure you show up to streams because every single person helps. It really does. Yeah, I'd also say history nights is where we have the funniest things that happen, so. And also, don't be afraid to, like, send me games that you want me to play. So, like in the recommendations tab. I do look at it. Sadly, we don't get a lot of streaming opportunities, but if I drop Pokemon, we might get a little bit more to check out some other stuff. I'm also thinking about getting into working on, like, history scripted shorts. So, yeah, but the thing is that I've noticed that after hitting partner, ironically, trying to branch out has actually been less successful, which is what's weird to me. Like, less people come out now for history nights than they did, like, 4 or 5 months ago, so. Again, like, if I don't continue to see growth with it, I'm gonna try something different, which means I stop doing those things. So, if you do like them, make sure you come out. Make sure you let me know you like them, so I'll keep doing them. Otherwise, I'll assume that people don't like them, and I'm gonna move on to other stuff. And like I said, I don't want to play War Thunder 3 nights a week. I think I literally hate my life. So... Do you also like Squad? I've never played Squad. It seems interesting, but I don't know if I'd ever play it. It's totally fine, Astro. And again, I'm not blaming. I want to make this abundantly clear. I'm not blaming anybody for not being able to show up. I totally get it. It's during the week. Sometimes the days don't line up. Sometimes you're busy. I totally get it. It's just that if you like them, show up. If you have the ability to and you like them, make sure you show up is all I'm saying, so. What about Black Myth Wukong? I'll be honest, I'm not probably going to ever do Souls-like games. Mostly because, like, when it comes to stream, my main focus is chat, and I kind of want to relax a little bit most of the time. And Souls-like games, with difficulty curves like that are things I'm not super interested in because they conflict with both of those things, so. Yeah, I've heard about Enlisted, but I'm not gonna get into another game that has, like, research trees. I'll pass. That is my only reason for that. It was between World of Warships, War Thunder, World of Tanks, and, like, Enlisted. And it was like, pick one to go along with for the rest of your life and ignore the others. And that's how it's gone, so. Yeah, I've also heard the research tree's just worse. Hunt Showdown. We used to play that a lot, actually. Again, though, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I can't really focus on chat. I'll consider it, though. We haven't played it in a long time, so I totally understand, and I do like the recommendation. I want to play more Mecha Break with, like, Maki, for example. But again, like I said, I think that was our worst performing stream in literally 6 months. So again, like, I'm gonna pause for thought on those when I see stuff like that, you know? That's just the reality of it, so. Like, I want to be open with you guys, because, like, I don't hold resentment for it. But that is a reason, like, that will keep me from replaying things and doing new things again. If people don't show up, so. It's just something to keep in mind is that if you want to see me play something, make sure you show up. And if you don't have the ability to, let me know you're still interested. So I'll keep doing them. Hey, Momo. Because, like, I really do want to play it, but now all that tells me to do is just play with Maki on Saturdays and just not stream it. You know what I mean? So. And I'm not like completely numbers like focused, but if half the regular people don't show up, I'm not gonna stream it, you know. Where Hara is a Hara. Yay, let's go. I'm always that. Usually. Also, yeah, Janelle makes a good point. If you guys want to know the secret behind lurking, right click the tab up at the top and click mute instead of muting the bottom left. If you plan to alt tab, so. And again, like, I'm not trying to like grow anymore or anything. We hit partner. That was my big like shoot past the stars and into the galaxy goal, because my shoot for the stars goal was always 50 average. But I would like to hold, if I could play whatever I want and we average 75 people, I would be the happiest bird in the world. Like, straight up. Because, like, I feel like it's a little inflated because of all the War Thunder people, which I totally understand, but I'd be really happy if I could do whatever for stream and have enough people to show up that it justifies partner, the little badge next to my name. So that is like my one last big goal that I want to push towards for streaming. So shoot the stars. Don't shoot the stars. I'm one of them. I mean, if you want gear, if mods want to. The issue is also, like, I understand that it's a lot easier for people to respond to a poll than it is to actually show up to stream. So, like, we've been having this problem for a while where people will recommend games and then I'll play them and they don't show up. So... I'll be here for a little bit at least. Hey, Lorelai! Don't let her mislead you. She's trying to get enough worshippers to legally declare herself Empress. Do not be swayed. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, Empress is incorrect. I'm way above Empress already. Would you play something like Firewatch? I would consider it. That's to be said, though. I do have to consider what everybody else usually watches and plays. So, things I might not always play games that you recommend, you know? So. Isn't this community actually larger than some countries? What do you mean? I don't think there's any countries with only like 60 people. What do you mean? Valiant Arts is really good. Hey Satan, how's it going? Oh, the follower number. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. I don't count follower number for shit. I don't count follower number for shit. The returns to them actually being users is so infinitesimal. I don't count followers at all. You'll find people that have 50,000 followers on Twitch and have like 4 average viewers. Same thing with Twitter, even more so on Twitter. So. So we do that usually every Friday, Brat. Or every Wednesday. And we're going to start, like, changing those over to being, like, every other weekend if possible. To where we do, like, some kind of historically oriented game, so. Alright, I just described my channel. Do you really have that many followers on Twitch? That's crazy. Yeah, well, you see, followers is more like a bookmark for people to see if you're active, but I can look at my statistics, and out of the 6,000 people that follow me whenever I go live, the most I've ever seen is like 15% actually get the notification. So. Am I allowed to recommend gachas, not Genshin? You can, but my chances of playing them are extremely low. There's the Pitcairn Islands. The population's 57. I don't think that's a country, though. That is a reminder, though. We will be having History Night Reacts tomorrow, so make sure you guys get videos in for tomorrow. We're also going to be playing Uma Musume on Friday, and we're going to be doing bets, so. And maybe even racing other chatters' horses. Ready or Not seems interesting, but I don't know if I want to dig into a game like that, I'm gonna be honest. Again, it's one of those things where it's too complicated. The game is a little too try-hard complicated for me to want to get into. Lorelai, that's honestly about average. But yeah, the returns on followers to actual viewers is so small, it's not even funny. The only video I really, really, really want to recommend is like 20 minutes long. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do a 20-minute long video. I think the most I'd be willing to consider is like 13, 14, so. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy the game. I'm sure I will, but I don't think I'll enjoy it enough to want to do a whole stream of it. Like, I'm well aware of what the game is. I watch videos on it. I watch friends play. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care a whole lot about it. It's expensive, and I don't care a whole lot about it. Something I do want to play a lot more is Broken Arrow, but I gotta wait for more friendly AI to come out. So. Play Wargame Red Dragon. That is literally more complicated than Broken Arrow. So I can now show the video that's 10 minutes and 1 second. You could have done that last week. My brother in Christ, you could have literally done that last week or the week before. We did Black Ops last week. That's right. I'll also say I've also got like a giant backlog of games I need to work on first. We still got to finish New Vegas. I still want to play Warhammer, Total War Warhammer. Still need to play through Oblivion. We got a lot I still need to play through, so. I don't, Brat. Yeah, you didn't listen to the whole thing, Tactical. I said 10 minutes or under, but I'd consider 12 to 13 minutes. Expedition 33 is again one of those games that I don't have $60 to drop on it right now. I'm sorry. It also looks interesting, but again, that's again one of those games I'm going to wait a couple years on, probably. Will do, Satan. I can't wait to see the end of the New Vegas playthrough. Me either. We are very close. If I had to like guess, I think we've got like 1 to 2 more streams in us. No, actually, we're doing the DLC too. I'm still gonna do 2 of the DLC. So we probably have like 4 or 5 streams left in us. We'll probably pick it back up next week. We'll see. I'll figure that out later. I don't know. I'm kind of at a point though where like I'm trying to figure out like what to play regularly. And that's been the big time. Just I guess to move away from that and just to conclude it. I guess just like I've been thinking a lot lately on how I can get more people to come to stream, how I can interact with new people and get new people to show up. And how I can keep entertaining you guys. Because I don't know about you guys, but the War Thunder streams are starting to get really old for me, but I mean, it's the only thing people show up to, so I've kind of got to keep playing it, you know? I would absolutely love to play more, like, variety games, but again, I really need people to show up, so. Aren't there girls in Panzer games? I think there are. I think they're pretty rudimentary, but yeah, I think there are. No, we need to do Old World, Blues, and Lonesome Road. We're skipping Dead Money because it sucks. Well, Satan, I will say we stream the same times every week, buddy. If you keep getting notifications 5 to 10 hours late, just look at the schedule below and put an alarm on your phone. Every time you go into War Thunder, you seem less and less jazzed to eat the same plate of beans. I'm gonna be honest, if I unironically have considered before, like, playing War Thunder off stream and then, like, filming it and then just playing it behind me while I yap. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, playing War Thunder these days is so mentally taxing, and I'm so bored with it. But more and more people just keep showing up, so I'm parting the Red Sea and leaving because Hara won't play Dead Money. Dead Money's gameplay is dog shit. You can quote me on that. The gameplay in Dead Money is some of the worst gameplay in any Fallout game. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. Hey, Night Rose. Ugh. Have a corner playing War Thunder content while you play something else? Actually, though. Make it like an ESPN review going over the matches. I have considered that before. I have considered doing a send me your War Thunder VODs thing, but... Arknight's community really likes to raid new streamers. I can't get into another gacha, and I'll be honest, I found Arknight's gameplay to be really boring. Don't crucify me for that. I really did not enjoy Arknights as a game. I love the idea. I was like, oh my god, a tower defense. That sounds fun. And then I started playing it, and I was like, I really hate this. The only gacha that's got me by the tits right now is Uma Musume. War Thunder suffering, and I don't know why I gaslight myself into thinking it's different any other time. Yeah. Do you like the TikTokers do talk about history stuff while War Thunder plays in the background? You see, that's always an option, but that doesn't work for streams. Like, I don't have the ability to yap about history for 7 hours unless I just pre-create, like, something. I'd have to put in a lot of work. Hey, Yari. Hey, Amelia. Welcome in. I'll have you know I have plenty of souls. Thousands, even. I just want to get the Jets that I can play in Sim, but that's never happening, so I don't know why I play my 3 matches a day anymore. Because you're addicted. Why is there so much purple? I'm asking the same question, dude. People like it purple today. Oh my gosh. I really hate how much Twitch is a chasing trends thing. I don't know why. I'll be honest, Twitch, honestly, is less about chasing trends than other places, at least on social media. Which is kind of mind-blowing, honestly. You think it would be the other way around, but it's really not. Because if you chase trends, unless you're, like, already massive, like, you're just gonna get pushed to the bottom and nobody's gonna see you. Sometimes it's better to just play, like, popular but niche games that have a dedicated following, so. A Sims 4 stream would really get the War Thunder players? Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, I actually don't know. What is this from? Oh, yeah, it's definitely Attack on Titan. Gothic Fleet Armada would be an interesting game to see. I don't think it's a bad idea, but there's other, like, fleet-type games I'd rather play before that one, so, yeah. Just found a dead pixel in monitor. Please send help. Ouch. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Hey, Spaceman. How's it going? Welcome, man. But yeah, I'm digging the history nights. I want to keep doing them as much as I can. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I haven't played Stalker, but I mean, that is one of the few games I think I would be interested in. I've been itching to get back into Tarkov lately too, but I know I'll just hate my life even more, so. Not during hardcore wipe, you don't? Yeah, I saw that as well, so I'll definitely be waiting a wipe. What about For Honor? I've never really been interested. Also, I'm really liking that everyone here is like recommending a different game instead of recommending similar games, which really tells me that, like, again, like, you guys are so scattered in interests that no matter what I play variety-wise, like, only a third of you would show up. So. Hey, Corvus, how's it going? Yeah, like, it just shows me that none of you guys collectively as a community know what you guys want, so. Really, Space? I'd like to see it. Hey, Declan, welcome in. Okay, Space, let's chill on those kind of jokes, buddy. It's fine to do it once, but I'm not trying to lean into that angle, my guy. Even ironically. No, you see, that's the... Okay, hold on. If you show up to every fucking stream, especially if you're a mod, stop answering. Stop answering any of these questions. Again, I know you're fucking showing up. Like, I'm well aware. I could literally, like, just leave my flat image on a screen and you would show up. Which I'm very grateful for. But, like, I don't need you guys going, that wouldn't be me, though. Yeah, I'm well aware. It's not helpful. I am well aware that some of you are way too addicted with me. What the fuck is this? There is some weird shit in the Persona 5 soundtrack. Smash or pass tier list. I've been thinking about doing tier lists of something. I've been thinking about it. I don't know. We could do like a smash or pass, like chat's favorite, like historical figures, maybe. I feel like that might be fun. Yari, someone already made that joke. You're like 15 minutes too late. Don't do that. No, don't worry. If I do that, I'm publicly vetting, like, or I'm intensely vetting any submission. So yeah. Do the classic with Pokemon. We've already done it. We did all 700 at some point. I love how, okay, again, this is not a knock against anybody, but I love how there's a lot of, like, newer people in here that are like, do this! And it's, like, almost, like, half the time it's stuff we did exactly, like, 4 or 5 months ago. Most historically famous actors, smash or pass? I could consider it. We could do like a tier list of like history movies, maybe. That could also be another one. Hara, play War Thunder. I think you would like it. I don't know. I don't think I'd get anywhere with it. Do a gingerbread house building stream? Yeah, in the middle of July. Hawa, can you please play Mecha Break? That would be so cool. If people showed up, sure. Maki Kaiju Kanojo plays literally every day. If Friday hadn't gone so horrible, I probably would have played it this week. So, go old school and do crowd control Skyrim. We've got to get through Fallout New Vegas and then Oblivion first. I'm not doing a third RPG in a row. I'm not doing a third Bethesda RPG in a row. I'd pull my hair out. Not doing it. Do Oblivion with 700 mods installed. We tried and it kept crashing, so we'll see about that one. We could do Baldur's Gate. No, it's not a bad idea. Command and Conquer 4. You remember those old educational video games that are like historical things? I don't, Yari. I don't think I played any of those. Hey, Fujigi. If you do Baldur's and want a side draw, let me know. I don't know. You're gonna have to compete with Minthara, and that's pretty stiff competition, Yari. She lets me tap on the first date. I'm not playing Zomboid. Way too complicated. Sorry. Hara needs to climb Mount Halsen. Not on your life, bro. Not on your life. Okay, I'm gonna have a hot take. I'm sure everybody in here played Baldur's Gate 3 and likes it. I'm gonna have a very hot take. Just to change the topic, because I'm tired of talking about what video games I should be playing. But I'm gonna have a very hot take about Baldur's Gate 3. I absolutely hated Karlach. I absolutely could not stand Karlach. I'm gonna be completely honest when I say that. I could not fucking stand her. I could not stand her at fucking all. She's Golden Retriever coded. Why? Because she's not Golden Retriever coded. She's fucking Redditor coded, and it makes me want to die. I absolutely hate her. Oh my god, a hecking good doggo personality. It makes me want to pull my hair out. Nobody acts like that in real life, and if they do, it's cringe. I can't stand it. I cut her head off. I had an evil playthrough, and I cut her head off. Also, I'm gonna be honest, like, what is Will's job, bro? Will's job is literally like, yo, like, I'm a ranger, and then he gets cursed, and then it's like, all right, well, I guess that was it for you, wasn't it? So, yeah. I thought BG3 was linear and meta as hell. I didn't think it was that linear. I think that BG3 is only linear if you choose to play the absolute good guy every time. Imagine getting his class wrong. It was a warlock. I know, whatever. My point is he's so boring, he might as well be a ranger. He made a deal with Mizora to get power to defend Baldur's Gate. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make another hot take. The only good part about Will's story is that eventually I have a chance to bang Mizora. That is it. I get to see her fucking blue titties. That is literally... that is literally the benefit of his entire storyline. That is it. I am fully ready to admit that. When it comes to Baldur's Gate, I might be a gooner. All I'm saying is, there is a correlation and a reason why Minthara and Mizora are my number two pick, or my top two picks. Figure that out on your own. I think might is an understatement, Hara. Nonsense. Nonsense. But yeah, those are my Baldur's Gate hot takes, so. Minsk? I don't even remember who that is. Minsk. Oh. I have no clue who that is. I'm gonna be completely honest. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is Minsk? This guy just hit me with a, you better have liked a glorp shitto. Like, but it's Baldur's Gate 3 version. That's crazy, bro. He's the bald dude. There's like 50 bald dudes. He's played by Matt Mercer. I like him a little bit more because he's played by Matt Mercer. But also, who the fuck is Matt Mercer not? Let's be honest. He's big in the first Baldur's Gate. Well, I didn't play it, so. What is the female version of a gooner, a gooneress? I think it's still a gooner. Gooner feels pretty gender neutral. Goonat. I hate that. That's great, Corvus. I don't know what he did. You have to explain what he does and did for me to know who that is. Your opinion on Soviet propaganda during the 60s? Very effective. Not as effective as the Marshall Plan in the 50s, the U.S. Marshall Plan in the 50s, but very effective. So yeah. Anybody else want to hear any of my other? Actually, you know what? Let's do that for this stream. Give me a game that you think I played, and I will give you a hot take for each one. Let's do that. That seems like that'd be a lot of fun. So give me your favorite game. Actually, yeah, even better yet, give me your favorite game. And if I played it, I will give you a hot take on it. There we go. Mass Effect trilogy. Okay, bet. Let me see here. My hot take for Mass Effect is that Tali is easily the hottest. Like, it's not even a competition. Like not even close to a competition. The M chick, Melissa, or whatever her name is, just remind everybody only liked her because she looks like the chick from the Transformer movies, whatever her name is. That's the only reason people like her. And then the Banshees ruined any image of the blue chick that you could ever have. Yeah. Miranda's just literally 3D like video game Megan Fox. That is literally all she is. What else? The Lego Batman PS2. It was a terrible game. That's my hot take. StarCraft. StarCraft would have been better if it was actually the Warhammer 40k RTS it was meant to be. See, you rip on Kingdom Hearts. A lot of the way the character dialogue is done in Kingdom Hearts is extremely cringy. Like, I get they're kids, but it is very cringy. Especially if you go back and play it now. Stardew Valley. My hot take with Stardew Valley is that none of the characters are aren't very marriage material. So GTA 4, oh my god, I'm gonna get hated for this one. I'm gonna get hated so bad for this one. GTA 4, while some of the best writing in the Grand Theft Auto series, was one of the most boring video game storylines I've ever played in my entire life. And I truly believe that. I was bored to fucking tears. Ignore playing it, watch somebody play it or do like a fucking 4-hour video synopsis on the story, it's not worth it. It was fucking boring as shit. I literally, when I was playing it, and this was only like 4 or 5 years ago, friends were like, okay, here comes the best part ever. It's like really entertaining. It's what makes the game like so fun. And it's that scene where you walk out of the bank and it's the helicopter like spraying at you. And like, I just ran across the street and it was over. And I was like, that was lame as shit. Like, that was boring as hell. What was that? I will admit though, I never had the chance to play Ballad of Gay Tony, and I heard that that was the peakest of peak. So I might be missing on that. But base game GTA 4, boring as shit. San Andreas, I didn't really play San Andreas. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I hated the catch-up mechanics. I get why they have them, but I hated it. Okay, Detroit Become Human. I actually didn't play that one, if I'm being honest. TF2, the GOAT. Engineer is easily the best class. I don't care if it's just sitting next to a fucking turret smacking things. It is the most fun. I would say, like, gear, I would say, like, I mean, Cleo is, like, among the idea. I would like to be, like, a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more, like, more energized Cleo. As much as I like Cleo, I feel like Cleo is pretty, monotone and pretty reserved, which is perfectly fine. That's the whole reason we like her. But I would like to be the chaotic, stupid foil to Cleo's refinedness, if that makes sense. I guess that's my goal. I want to be knowledgeable about history, but I also want to seem unhinged and have a lot of fun with it. Cleo's breaking out of her shell, but I get it. Having watched her even recently, I still disagree. She can get unhinged, but like when I mean like talking and emotions and things like that, she's still pretty like reserved. Which you know, sometimes accentuates the chaos and can be great, but it's a different style than mine. Halo hot take. Man, that's a good question. The problem is I don't think this is a hot take, but I don't know like what the hot take about that would be. Like it's not really a hot take, but I really wish ODST would have had multiplayer. I can't watch Cleo solely because she's on Phase Connect and Youch. I'll be honest, Phase Connect makes me side-eye sometimes, but I'm not going to stop watching Cleo because she's on Phase Connect. Hey Arthur, how's it going? Reach at the funniest deaths. Okay, that is a hot take. I'll also say it makes sense canonically for Reach why Cat died, and the only reason people don't understand it is because they were 12 when it came out. They very clearly define why Cat died the way she did. And it makes a lot of sense. It's just that when I was 13 years old when that game came out, I thought it was stupid like everyone else did. The only issue is I replayed it recently, and it makes way more sense. Also, Emil died needlessly. Kind of. Well, no, I guess not, technically. I got you, Arthur. I'll take a look at it in a minute, buddy. Hey, Dub! And this comes from a journalist. Them focusing on the multiplayer instead of the story fundamentally broke what made Halo great. I'll be honest, Gear, I get what you mean, but at the same time, stories no longer make games profitable anymore. Like, just solo story games don't make games profitable anymore. If they're not a full-on RPG, it doesn't make them profitable. So I get it. How are your tail feathers after being shoved in a trash can? Well, they smell bad, and I had to uncrease them, which was really annoying. And the multiplayer sucked, too. Hot take, I think Halo Infinite actually had some of the best multiplayer Halo has ever seen in its entire life. And the only reason they fucked it up is because they didn't have good enough content for it. They didn't have enough content ready for it. They should have had better customization. They should have had more maps. They should have had more unique guns and vehicles. And they should have had larger maps. But the actual, like, when it comes to gameplay, Halo Infinite, actual gameplay-wise, like, as in gun mechanics and stuff like that, is the best it's ever been. Should have had no battle pass. I, again, disagree. I'm fine with the battle pass. Especially when the game's free, I'm totally fine with the battle pass. They just have to not fuck it up as horribly bad as they did. After 343 crashed and burned with their Halo Battle Royale, there was hardly any way to salvage it. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But I don't count that as part of the typical multiplayer. Yeah, multiplayer was completely free. That's why I never bought the story. That's why it undersold. COD Ghost was a good game and overhated. Never played it. Super Mario RPG. I don't remember that one at all. I'm gonna be honest. But it was a factor into why the multiplayer didn't have content. I don't think it was. It's not that hard to make Battle Pass content. I think 343 just used that as a convenient excuse. I think the reality of it is that the dev team, well, not the dev team, the management team over that game were entirely incompetent and had no clue what they were doing, and just used the Battle Pass and microtransactions as a scapegoat. Because, like, even when it comes to, like, microtransactions and like, stuff like that, like, they still didn't have anything. There was nothing. Like, 2 years after the game had come out, I was playing in Dragon Spit's tournament, and I was looking through the store, and there was still nothing. There was nothing to buy. So, like, the reality of it is that, no, it did not, like, separate from, like, development on the game. The reality is management was just dog shit. So many things got changed at the last minute and redone multiple times that is what ruined the game, because management had no clue what they wanted to do and couldn't figure it out until the last minute. And then they half-assed it. So, yeah. Has anyone been getting a ton of download canceled errors from Twitch lately? What are you downloading? Battlefield 4 was enjoyable, but still nowhere close to the magic of Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3. See you, Red. Infinite could have been something really great. Now Halo feels like a ghost of what it used to be. I'm gonna be honest again. 343 could have eventually salvaged it if they didn't give up on it. I didn't play Bad Company 1. Didn't multiplayer come out like 2 weeks after the campaign came out? No. In fact, I'm pretty sure the multiplayer came out first because they had a long beta. Battlefield 1 disapproves of you not mentioning it. I didn't like Battlefield 1. I played it. I played it a good amount. I didn't like it. So yeah, that's my take. Y'all got anything else? Fried chicken be nice. Fried chicken's okay. Then waiting for multiplayer to release. They literally had like a multiplayer beta before the campaign came out. There's no way that happened. The Lego game series. I think they're really fun, but obviously can be a little one note. I don't feel like that's a hot take though. Battlefield Hardline. I mean, there's no hot take that would be had. That game just sucks. That game just sucked. Same reason why other games of that time period didn't work. They didn't have enough content in the actual game on release. So yeah. Oh my God, Arthur, I love that. That's great. That is such a good idea. I didn't really play Prototype, so. Hey, Mashi or Tamashi, welcome in. God damn, every time, bro. I'm gonna end my life. I can't get your name right for some reason. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. There's your hot takes. There's your hot takes for the night. Your little gaming hot takes.
Great success.
Ugh, man. I will say, did you guys see the new Grok AI? The new Grok AI thing is insanity. We're actually reaching points where humanity is about to consume itself. They made what is essentially a 3D AI VTuber out of Grok, and it's crazy. She literally, like, you can literally you can ERP with her, and she puts on like lingerie, which is, we're actually quickly reaching the point where people are gonna be like sexting with AI and like getting to new levels of ikikomori. Wasn't Grok calling itself Mecha Hitler or something? That's what I said. I responded to it when it released, and I was like, that doesn't look like Mecha Hitler. No, I didn't hear that, Tarn. Yes, they unironically made one for Grok. Yeah. It's not a VTuber. Like, it doesn't stream or anything, but like, it does, like, you now like talk to it, and it's like a quote unquote girl. I'll also be honest, it is like such a boring design too. Maybe a hot take on that. It's literally just goth girl number 5 billion. Like, blonde goth girl number 5 billion. It is such a boring design. It gets better every month. That's really sad. I'm gonna be completely honest. This might be a scathing hot take, and it might be a little cold, but like, if you are unironically sexting with AI, you legitimately need to like sell your phone and restrict computer access from yourself. That is like a level of antisocialness that unironically borders on mental illness. Like, I'm being completely honest when I say that. Like, straight up. If you are so devoid of human connection that you have to sext with an AI bot made by Elon Musk, who can undoubtedly read any of your conversations at any time he wants, by the way, you are not in a great mental spot. Thoughts on Emma Frost giving me uppies? Why would you pick Emma Frost when you can pick me? I'll give you uppies to like 10,000 feet in the air and then let go. I'm gonna teach you how to fly the bird way. Are also virtual? I mean, like, technically, I guess. This form is virtual, but there's a real, like, soul and mind behind it, so. And I'm not sexting with you. That'd be weird. And, like, really amoral, honestly. Doing that kind of stuff with your chat is like a level of parasocialness that's really creepy. If you had to take any historical figure, like famous person in history, who would it be? What do you mean by take? Take what? Like on a date? To a fight? To dinner? I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Take on a date? Can I just pick nobody? Can I choose myself? People in history kind of sucked, and I'm not too interested. Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. I'll take my ex-girlfriend from 4 years ago. How about that? There we go. Before she went weird. There we go. That's history. I'll take that. Who could you take in a fight? Practically anybody. I think dating online is fine. Like, it's not super for me, but I think like long distance dating can work easily, especially with technology these days. It's really sad if it's not a real person. Like, that's the thing. If it's not a real person, that's where it gets really weird. Like, bro, you're like flirting with a computer. Like, my brother in Christ. It doesn't have the organs that you're literally attracted to. It's like me trying to gut a computer and put it in jars. Like, it doesn't work. Fuck, marry, kill, Churchill, De Gaulle, FDR. Can I do, like, none of the above for all three? Is that an option? I think Stonewall Jackson would fucking lay me out in a boxing ring. I don't. But it's talking like Karen from Plankton. You know there's somebody somewhere into that. That's what I'm saying, Tarn. Yes, that would be me. I'm unsurprised. Unsurprised. Karen's hot. Bro, get out. Get out. Tomb doors that way, buddy. Get the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I can't imagine being down bad for Karen from SpongeBob, bro. That's nuts. It's like being down bad for, like, the background anchovy from one of the anchovy episodes. You could put a ram stick in a jar, but there would just not be any magic. You're not wrong. Next thing you know, someone's Tinder bio might say, I'm a humble guy and I love eating uranium. Well, I'm a humble girl and I like eating uranium. What's weird about that? What's odd about that? I like those things. That's my hobby. You know what? I'm now making a Hinge profile and I'm putting that on there. There's gonna be nothing else. There's gonna be a couple pictures of me and it just says, I'm a humble girl and I love eating uranium. But the pictures are your VTuber avatar. What are you talking about? This is the real me. Stolen valor, stolen valor, stolen valor, whatever, nerd. I know the true secrets behind uranium. You dumb mortals just utilize it to copy a fraction of my mere power. I talk to computers because electronics are the only thing I can turn on. Damn, it's pretty fucked. It's pretty rough, buddy. I have literally no recommendations. This music weirding me out. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be honest. Here's another hot take. A lot of the JoJo songs are not as good as people act they are. And I'm talking about the original JoJo songs, like ones from actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. A lot of them are really weird. Ugh. Oh, man. That reminds me, I gotta like, okay, this is gonna be boring as shit to talk about, but I'm kind of getting low on things to talk about. Not used to chatting streams. But I've been trying to like, I literally searched for 2 hours yesterday about a good looking, like looking for a good looking coffee mug. And it's surprisingly hard. There's a lot of dog shit coffee mugs out there. Like, I just want something with something cute on it that I can like drink my coffee in at work and stop using the disgusting paper cups that literally dissolve in the acidic coffee that I'm drinking. But they're all so lame. They're either like lame or ugly. I don't know. Maybe it's like very self-centered of me, but I feel like I have better taste than most people. Just saying. I'm willing to admit I'm conceited. We need a Hara mug ASAP. I do have an idea for it, but I feel like it's been too early since I've hit you guys with a merch drop, so I'm saving it. Honestly, I've always thought, though, that, like, the thermal mugs are super cool. Like, the ones that, like, change color when they get hot or whatever. It's really neat. What if we go full gooner with it and, like, I'm fully clothed until you put hot drinks in it and then I'm topless? That'd be the most, like, okay, hold on. That's something else I want to talk about. Like, okay, just imagine I came out with that, right? Who is that for? Who is that for, bro? Because I've noticed there are things like that VTubers come out with that are things like that. And it's like, bro, especially on Etsy. I see it on Etsy a lot too. Like there was one, I think it was like Makima. And it was like Makima on a coffee mug just straight up full on spreading it. Like I'm talking naked man spreading it right on a desk on a coffee mug. And I'm like, who is this for? Who is buying this? Who is taking this to work and sipping the shitty office space coffee out of the shitty, disgusting office coffee pot and sitting at their desk with that shit? The answer is nobody. That's why it only has 13 sales. Stop making this shit. Like, it's insane to me. And it's the same thing with some VTuber merch. Like, not everything has to be lewd, bro. That is so frustrating. Like, if I actually had an Oshi and the only thing that she had were, like, some things I don't like and then a shirt design I love, but she's fully naked on it, I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be pissed as shit. Like, are you kidding? You finally have one piece of gear that I want to buy because it looks neat, and if I buy it, I look like a degenerate? Like, oh my god. Make shit that's, like, actually, like, marketable. Please, I'm begging. Exactly, Astro. That's another problem. Like, that's a prime example. Sometimes you gotta let that freak flag fly. I'm not gonna lie. If I see you at my office and you have a mug with naked anime women on it, I'm reporting you to HR. I'm not even kidding. I am straight up reporting you to HR. That is not a joke. I'm being 100% serious. If I work in an office setting and you wear or bring in shit with that kind of stuff on it, I'm going straight to HR and everybody is going to side with me. So, yeah, the scariest part would be walking in to report it to HR and seeing that they also have, like, those items. Like, look, you work for, like, Bad Dragon? Okay, fine. No need to go to HR for that. But, like, bro, we fill out spreadsheets. Like, the only thing getting spread in here, bro, are sheets. And I'm talking Microsoft or Google Sheets. That's the only thing getting spread in here, dude. Do not bring the Gooner mugs and mouse pads into my office space. The one thing that goes through my mind is if I die and people go through my house, will this traumatize them? See, it's not even that though. Because like, I totally get it. You can buy like anime Gunnar figurines and it'd be okay, in my opinion. Because like, they're not going to leave your house. You're never going to leave your house with those. There's no point in leaving those with your, like leaving your house with those. And while I guess you could buy a Gunnar shirt and like just not wear it out, my question is, why the fuck would you buy a shirt if you don't plan on wearing it in public? What is the point? Why would you spend money, especially the upcharge that is almost undoubtedly on that t-shirt, for the like to not wear it out? I'm not gonna lie, if you buy a shirt just for bedtime stuff, like you're weird. You're wasting money. You're wasting money. Yeah, nobody's spreading cheeks or legs in this office, bro. We're just spreading sheets. No, I get that, Astro. But at that point, like, you gotta fit. Honestly, I don't think most girls are put off by, like, super Gunnar shit. As long as you're, like, just don't, like, start off on that foot, you know? That is something you let them know about, like, 6 months after dating, like, being into dating and stuff. That is something you ease people into. That is not first date, come on, walk in and look at all of my high school DXD wet t-shirt figurines. So, yeah. Like, if you slowly introduce to that, like, across, like, 7 months, you might be okay. But, like, just don't start off on that foot, so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start explaining my Hara Doki now. Yeah, like, for example, I have one myself. It's hard enough explaining one of those things. It'd be even harder explaining it if I were naked. That's why I'm not naked on it. I'll also say I'll probably never sell lewd merch. I'm just so incredibly uninterested. Not only for the reasons that I'm ranting about, but also just because, like, that's not really the image I want to put forward. So. Haradakis are so tame, they're practically Christian compared to the usual, honestly. Mormons could buy those Dakimakuras in comparison, dude. Exactly, Dub. I do want to market my, like, if I plan on, like, any merch that I plan on, I want to be marketed towards the closet weebs like moi. You might be willing to show off a little weebish stuff, like you might have a weeby phone background, or like a keychain, or like a t-shirt with like an anime girl on it that's regular, not weird looking, not naked. But most of the time, you just kind of keep it on the down low. That's the goal. And that's what I eventually want to appeal to. So, yeah. That's my idea. You're so close to 10K on the Evil Bird app. Yeah, I've been sitting at like 9.5 for like 2 years now, dude. Whatever happens at this point fucking happens. Yo! Welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in, everybody. My name's Hara Rae Sol. I'm an Egyptian Peregrine sun goddess. I do worth and a variety of history streams, so today we're chatting away. How's it going, Poseidon? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What are we up to? I feel like I was definitely lurking. I just have a bird brain and I forgot. Completely forgot. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Poseidon's really cool. She does a bunch of TCG content. So if you guys like trading card games, please go check her out. She's really good at them, and she's really awesome, and she's really funny, and she's really pretty. So what's the negative? Watching videos. I get that. Yeah, we're just chatting it away. I'm picking a day that's usually an off day for stream to do a random, once in a blue moon just chatting stream, so. But thank you again for the raid. I promise I'll only gut a couple people for organs, so. Fluffy Bird, that's me. Start with subliminal showing of the images on the living room TV just to ease the sight of them to the visual cortex on a subconscious level. But yeah, for Raiders that are just coming in, we were talking about the fact that, like, if you're gonna own, like, lewd anime merch, like, you have to ease whoever you plan on dating into that stuff. You can't just, like, be upfront with it. And so we're talking about ways to do that because it's kind of fun to talk about. But you're not wrong, Otan. I mean, I have a friend that did that, but, like, he didn't do it with, like, lewd anime stuff. He did it with World of Warcraft. Like, they dated for a while, and I think he was dating her for, like, 5 or 6 months, and then he was finally like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I spend, like, 10 hours every other day playing World of Warcraft, and they'd been dating for so long that she was so invested and and emotionally couldn't back out. Also, thank you for the follow, Eric. Welcome to the cult. How you doing? Really funny to think about. You gotta ease people into your, like, interesting hobbies. He will deliver you Five Guys burgers the next Five Guys. But that's my life tip. Keep it under wraps until you make them emotionally invested. No problem. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Man, you can really tell that I'm tired today. My voice is losing it already. But yeah, big reminder, we will be doing History Night tomorrow night, so that ought to be fun. Make sure you get your little videos in for that. Hopefully I get enough sleep tonight to where I'm not wrecked tomorrow like I was today. That requires you have someone interested in the first place, Hara. Hey, I'll have you know, I've had a lot of propositions. I just haven't chosen anybody. Thank you. Rude. I literally, my boss, the third week that I worked there, the third week that I worked at my new job, my boss got asked by one of their friends if I was single. Thank you. Footstool application still open. Are you heat resistant? It's a big requirement. Thank you for the follow, Blue Angel Wing. Welcome into the cult. How you doing? But yeah, if you're not able to withstand, like, molten temperatures, then it probably won't work out. Me on my way to have zero. My dogs won't leave me at least. Dogs truly are man's best friend. I mean, I can deliver Dr. Pepper. Okay, that's actually going to send me into a rant real quick. I went to a small little get-together party yesterday that had like 7 or 8 people at it, and I was told to bring soda, so I bought like a really overpriced 15-pack of Dr. Pepper at the gas station because it was the only thing on the way home, because I drive through the sticks. And I spent literally, it was a 15-pack, and I spent it was like $11 for a 15-pack can of soda, of canned soda, which is crazy. At the supermarket, that's like $7. And I brought it in, and I set it in the fridge, and we were there for 4 hours, and I am the only one that drank anything out of it, and I had 1 Dr. Pepper. So now I have a 14 overpriced pack of Dr. Peppers sitting next to my desk, and I don't want to drink them all. That'd be really bad for me. I was really annoyed about that, I'm gonna be honest. And then I was heading out, and like the head of the party was like, hey, I know we said that like you wouldn't have to, but do you mind like chipping in for the pizza? And I was like, oh, all right, bro, are you serious? For real? Fine. Yeah, I like Dr. Pepper. I just don't want to drink that many sodas. That's gonna, like, reduce my lifespan by, like, 10 years. I want to try U.S. Dr. Pepper since it's dog shit here in Australia. I'll be honest, like, Dr. Pepper isn't the best. I've said it before and I'll say it again. All soda tastes best when it comes from the mechanical soda udder. That's why I suckle at the mechanical teat of the soda machine at every local McDonald's. I'm their taste tester. They always ask me to use like this weird little like box thing to test it, and I'm like, nah, I can just suckle on the, I can just suckle on the mechanical teat. It's best when it comes from a soda jerker. Who are you getting your soda from? Is that what Jared Fogle got in trouble for? I feel like that might have been what it was. Astro, that's how I feel with a lot of sodas. For some reason, I get like a burnt sugar taste through half the times I drink soda, so I don't drink it a whole lot these days. Well, it's usually like the high fructose corn syrup. I hate it. I'm an all sugar kind of bird, so. Hey, Des. How dare you insult the long and noble profession of the soda jerker? How hard can it be and how noble can it really be, bro? You're telling me all I have to do is add soda to what I do normally? That sounds really fucking easy. McDick Sprite tastes like lemon lime flavored TV static. I'm gonna be honest, if you go to McDonald's and you get the Sprite or anything but the Coke, you're making a massive mistake. Companies on their way to remove sugar and replace it with something far worse for the body. Don't forget that every time they do that, they market it like it's healthier. Every time. Ugh. Oh my God. My eye's twitching. I'm an unsweet tea kind of guy, like completely unsweet. That's kind of nuts, honestly. I don't know anybody that I can think of that actually like just straight up drinks unsweet tea. And I'm in the South. Like drinking tea here is a plenty. You like refresher? What's a refresher? But like everybody I know like doesn't like unsweet tea. They like sweet tea. They just like to change how sweet it is. Like some people like a little bit of sugar where it's almost unsweet. And then there's some people that like it to taste like candy. Like green tea mixed with fruit juice. Oh. Yeah, I'll be honest, as somebody that drinks a fuck ton of tea, like pure unsweet tea is really gross. That's pretty gross. One thing I do like about Australia is that we have good food health standards and stuff. Yeah, we don't really have that. Our food health standards are, oh, you're telling me that food dye causes cancer? How about we put as much of it as we can in literally everything? Speaking of, okay, I want to add this. So, okay, I'm gonna have a really weird rant that I don't know if anybody else is gonna get. You'll only get it if, like, honestly, one, if you're American, and two, if you're, like, just kind of stupid, like I am. But, bro, Burger King has got to stop dyeing their fucking, like, hamburger buns. They've got to stop doing it. Like, it is so unappealing every fucking time. The, like, black bun burger they tried to do, disgusting. The fucking new, like, How to Train Your Dragon thing where it's like a yellow and red orange, like, fire, quote unquote, bun. It looks so unappetizing, bro. Like, it looks like a shittier knockoff version of Pretty Patties. Like, I don't want to eat that. It doesn't look real. Just give me a regular bun, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it looks like marketed mold. Like, good Lord, bro. Do anything appetizing. Who is on, like, these marketing boards? Like, who is, like, taking the tests for these marketing boards and being like, oh yeah, this is totally something that I love. A red and orange bun that kind of looks like it's been, like, like it's been punched by whoever made the hamburger. Like, no. See, that's the thing, Astro. I think Whoppers are great. I think Burger King, the Whopper, is one of the better fast food burgers. But everything else Burger King serves is dog shit. It is ass. It is hot garbage. Burger King spent 30, 40 fucking years, however long they've been in business, to make sure that the Whopper was really good and, like, completely ignored everything else. But also, like, the moment a Shake Shack opens up in my city, every other fast food place is going to go out of business. So. BK employees suplex their burgers before selling them. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I swear to God. They have Mike Tyson in the back of every single fucking Burger King, and he's at the end of the assembly line, and whenever the burger gets made, he rears back and just punches it as hard as he fucking can, and then wraps it up and puts it in the bag. That is a requirement at every, like, Burger King location, and there's so much mayo on it that it looks like a Japanese hentai. It looks like the end of a Japanese hentai. Like, so he's punched it, and there's mayonnaise just squirting out of all sides, bro. Looking like a gyaru out of the cheapest hentai flick you've ever fucking seen. And it doesn't look appetizing. I'm not interested. It's even got Mike Tyson's fucking championship ring marked into it. Why would I eat this? And it still tastes just kind of okay. Also, thank you for the follow, Stizzy. Welcome into the cult. How you doing? But, like, that's my point. Like, come on, bro. Chill with the mayonnaise. And Taco Bell, chill with the sour cream. Same thing, bro. I'm not trying to get, like, a blast of sour cream out of my nose every time I take a bite. It's disgusting. Not interested. Fast food fantasy draft. I feel like I've already done one. I can't remember what it was, but I've already done one, I'm pretty sure. I'm of the firm opinion, though, that even if the food's dog shit, if it's cheap enough, I'll still eat it. Like McDonald's, for example. I'm not gonna sit there and act like McDonald's is good food, except for the French fries. But back when the hamburgers were $1, I would go there the most. Like, why would I not? You tell me I can get, like, 3 hamburgers for $1? That's fucking nuts. Honestly, actually, I take that back. McNuggets and McNuggets are the best fast food chicken nuggets. Period. And McDonald's French fries, I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, are the best. Like, they can't be beat. That combo cannot be beat. It literally cannot. Talk as much shit as you want about the hamburgers. The hamburgers fucking blow a bag of dicks, but, like, the McNuggets shall not be infringed upon. That's why I ask for no sour cream, so they have to fill the taco with actual ingredients. You see, I try that, and they put it on there anyway. Hey, Sherman. Hey, Coy. In-N-Out's all right. Freddy's fries are better. Wrong. They're more consistent, but they don't taste better at their peak. But the burgers are so good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Whataburger. I'll be honest, I don't really care for it. I still think a Whopper is better than a Whataburger. Cookout overall. Only if you believe in the same thing I just said about McDonald's. You're a picky bird. I didn't say I wouldn't eat it. Like, if I was offered Whataburger for free, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go. But, like, it's not that great. Mostly because, like, the cuts of lettuce they use are extremely fucking cheap, and whoever decided to put raw white onion on a hamburger deserves to be shanked 47 times with a barbecue poker. Like, straight up. Let's take what they asked for none of and give them extra. Exactly, dude. What the Gundam Thunderbolt? Bro, where have you been? There's been like half this stream. We played Mecha Break, that's all that was on in the background. Cookout will put an entire slice of raw white onion. It makes me want to puke. Exactly. Homemade food's always better most of the time. The only time I don't cook things at home at this point is if I can't make it better. Like, straight up. I can do burgers better, so I usually make my own burgers. I can do pizza better, so I usually do my own pizza. I can do cookies better, so I usually make my own cookies. What else? Same thing with tacos. I can do tacos better, so I usually make my own tacos. Same thing with fried rice. Same thing with chow mein. Same thing with hibachi. So yeah. The only thing that I found that I can't consistently do better is, like, McNuggets. Because, man, I'm not going to lie, deep frying shit is such a pain in the fucking ass. And while I can't do, like, French fries better, I can make good enough home fries. Fry me up, Hara. Bet! I'm going to turn you into a radiated fried mess. Wink. What happened to Steak and Shake? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, okay, I gotta tell you guys about the last Steak and Shake experience I've ever had in my life. Chick-fil-A is incredible. I will not allow Chick-fil-A slander. I don't agree. Obviously I don't agree with what Chick-fil-A does politically, but their food is good and acting like it's not is pure cope. But anyway, what happened with Steak and Shakes, my last Steak and Shake experience, I went into a Steak and Shake at 1 in the morning, because the only one in my city at the time was 24-hour, and it has since closed. And I walked in, sat down with some friends, and it was the nastiest fucking fast food restaurant I've ever sat down in my fucking life. It is the only place I've ever been where the floor was sticky and the table was slippery. I've had the reverse before. I've never had that happen, where the entire floor is sticky and the table is slippery. Like they put like, what is it called? Fantastico or whatever on the fucking tops of the tables and didn't dilute it first. But anyway, so we ordered, it was too late, nothing else was open. And we were honestly, I think we were all like half drunk. And it was like 3 girls and a guy was our group. And we ordered our food or whatever, and then, like, she said that, like, okay, well, I gotta leave my shift. So we paid our tips out to her, but she said, another person will be bringing our meals. So, again, mind you, this is the nastiest fucking fast food experience I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot of Waffle Houses. Rural Waffle Houses, too. And I kid you not, the woman that ended up bringing us our food was one of the most attractive goth chicks I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not even kidding. She was adorable and really knew how to be flirty. But not wanting to be rude, I didn't ask for her number or anything while she was working, because I'm not that type of person. I don't fly that way, because I know it annoys me when it happens. So I had the most disgusting experience inside of a Steak and Shake, met one of the cutest goth chicks I've ever seen in my life, had the most mediocre burger and fries I've ever had, one of the best milkshakes I've ever had, and then 2 weeks later it closed down. So just a wild ride all at 2 a.m. So yeah, that was my last Steak and Shake experience. They all closed down in my town after that, so. You wait until she's done working? That is incredibly creepy. Just imagine me at like 3 in the fucking morning waiting outside a fucking Steak and Shake in the parking lot. It's completely empty and I'm glowing and I'm sitting there like, just like this, staring at her as she leaves out the fucking door. Yeah, no, she should shoot me. She should shoot me. But how do you do it then? You don't. You're a lesbian? I thought you were American. Actually, I'm bi, thank you. But yeah, never been to a Steak and Shake since. I still have a gift card somewhere, I'm pretty sure. It's like 6 years old now. Hey, falls over, yeah. All I'll say is I have hit on one person while they were working. And it was another waitress. I promise I don't have a thing for waitresses. But it was a waitress because I got bet to, and again, I had been drinking. And I really liked her Egyptian tattoos. Not kidding. She had Egyptian tattoos, and I really liked her Egyptian tattoos. So I, as the kids say, rizzed her up a little bit and got her number, much to the, what's the best way to put it? Surprise, I guess, shock of my friends, because I don't think I'm unattractive, but again, she was really pretty and also probably goth. And she ended up being the biggest walking red flag I've ever, like, texted and met up with in my entire life. So, yeah. Turns out Hara was looking at herself in the mirror. No. I'm talking like this chick did hard drugs and like had a picture on her Facebook of her punching her window in barehanded and cutting her hand open. So yeah. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. I was like, yeah, nah, champ. I think I'm good. Like, not only did you do that, but you then posted it to your Facebook. Like, that's crazy, bro. You been watching any shows recently, Hara? Besides the Uma Musume stuff, not really. Figured it was best to leave that one alone. That's what I'm saying, dude. See you, Sherman. Thanks for hanging out, dude. You didn't know Uma Musume is a show? Brother, it has like 4 seasons and like 3 movies. It practically has its own Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, also, no, it's not just a show, it's a lifestyle. Speaking of, I need to look and see if they have any more. I really badly want an Uma Musume Nindoroid. If you guys don't know, okay, actually, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. I actually have a Nindoroid obsession. I'm not kidding. I have like 6. I don't really buy figurines, and it's kind of embarrassing to admit it, but I do unironically have like 6 Nindoroids. I think they're really cute, and I think they're typically really well made, so. What is that? It's like a chibi anime posable figurine. They're really cute. So they have a special week, which I don't dislike. They also have a Virginia, but I've never seen her, so I don't know who that is. The gold ships naturally sold out. They've got some coming up. Interesting. When did they start selling hand puppets? Okay, I might actually get the Mihono bourbon one. There's a pre-order for a bourbon, and I actually really kind of want it. I might save that for later. It's on pre-order. You have the goal sheet? Really? Wow. That was fast. Funko Pops, as long as it's Funko Pops, it's pretty cool. I swear to God, if you call Nindoroids Funko Pops one more time, not only are you getting permanently banned, but I'm pulling your guts out with a spoon. They are nothing like Funko Pops. Nothing. I will literally scoop out your insides with an ice cream scoop. Like, don't fucking test me. Oh, okay. As long as they're not like Funko Pops. Yeah, they're nothing like Funko Pops. Yeah, no, they're not that bad. I hate Funko Pops. Yeah, that's an important, that's a really important screw up there. Yeah, there's also a... Oh, that's just the outfit for Special Week. I don't know. I need to get further in the anime so I can become, like, interested in some of these Nindoroids that I don't know. Because Xena has a cool design, and so does Cheval Grand, but I don't know who they are. I gotta get their personalities first. I know what bourbon is. She's just I can honestly say, look at my Gundam figurines, and just put bourbon next to them. Great save, bro. Yeah, great save. People collect Funko Pops like Beanie Babies. I did see that. I did see that there was like, I think it was Meat Canyon did a video on them. And there was like, there's unironically people that are like, yeah, I've got a $5,000 collection of Funko Pops, and like their entire house is just their walls covered with like boxed Funko Pops. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You can look like Henry Cavill and like have like the silver tongue of literally Satan. If I walk into your apartment and like I just see walls full of Funko Pops, I'm gonna be so dry I will chafe walking out of there. Like I'm gonna be so dry I'm chafing walking out of that fucking apartment. My aunt is like that in one of her rooms, like just straight up purely Funko Pops. God, that's crazy. That blows my mind. 150 is rough. That is surprisingly cheap, honestly, for anime figurines. There's some really good anime, like straight up anime figurines that I would want, but they're like $400, and I'm not about to spend that kind of money. Not in this lifetime. I gotta save up for important things. Like 400 trips to McDonald's. I really do like Special Week's uniform, though. She's very cute. I like her little side braids. I don't know how we got back onto horses again, but I'm here for it. I wonder if they have an Agnes one. An Agnes Tachyon would be great. Oh, they did have one at some point. I don't know if I like it that much, though. I'll have to look at it later. I'll have to figure that out, which one I want. I kind of get that tactical. No, I get what you mean. Kind of does have that kind of idea. Gotta say, for giving a horse girl grass, that blows my mind. So if you guys don't know, if you guys aren't into Uma Musume, one of the horses depicted is called Haru Urara. And like, something she's famous for is that she has never won a race. But she has an amazing personality in the game, and people love her because she's adorable. She really is. She's the purest being, and she's absolutely adorable, and she's great. And what you can do is because she's still a horse, even though she's retired, that is at a stable, you can like pay for a Japanese service that gets her like premium grade like grass feed. So like you essentially like pay to have for her to have like a really nice lunch. And like she's so popular that online, I think unironically, someone said that she's had like 400 tons or something like that of that grass bought for her, which is insanity, dude. That is crazy. Also, yeah, no gooning for the horse girls. That's fucked up, dude. They're not meant to be your wives. They're meant to be your daughters. Oh, is it 2.5 tons? Still, 2.5 tons is crazy. That's like a car. Yeah, 400 is way overestimated. My bad. But still, 2 tons is crazy. That is nuts. That blows my mind still. And it's grass. You ever tried to like visualize 2 tons of grass? Like grass doesn't exactly have a lot of weight to it. I wonder what like new Nintoroids they have out. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm shopping midstream. Don't judge me. I don't have the money to buy anything right now, but I'm gonna look anyway. Yo, they're getting a Joey Wheeler. It's kind of neat. Hey, Yugs. I play the biggest, most dog shit card you've ever seen, Yugs. How did I lose? No. They've been able to cut food costs and share the food with the other horses and repair some of the stables. That's sick. Hey, Howler. How's it going? Wait, is a bale of hay really only a ton? That's actually crazy. I didn't think that'd be a ton. Is it just because it's so tightly packed, I guess? Still, the thought of still gathering a ton of hay, a literal ton of hay, still feels like it'd be a lot. Also, isn't hay still a little bit, like, heavier than just straight up grass? But yeah, I guess my point was, like, visualizing it as, like, actual grass, not, like, tightly packed and wound up into a ball. Although, thinking about it, though, I still need to go through and rewatch, or not watch, rewatch. I need to watch the new Gundam series. I still haven't caught up on that, so. Happy birthday, here's a bale of hay. Honestly, that's like one of those things where like it'd be a funny joke gift, like in the sense of like it'd probably cost. Actually, I don't know if it would cost that much money. How much does a bale of hay cost? It's a good question. That's like one of those things where it's like it feels like it'd be a funny like joke gift because it's like what do you even do with that? Tractor Supply. At least $1. Okay, well, Tractor Supply Co. won't tell me how much it costs. That's pretty cringe. Oh, it's only like $200 per ton. I mean, it is just fucking grass, but it's not that bad. Do you think they do home delivery? Do you think they do home delivery? I really want to start like dropping like a 1 ton of hay on like friends and family's front yards as birthday gifts. That'd be incredible, dude. That'd be fucking fantastic. fuck when someone you hate, like obviously I don't like, obviously I'm not recommending people do this and I'm not inciting people to do it. But like, you know, like when 4chaners get mad at people, they like send a bunch of pizzas. Why don't they send a ton of a bale of hay? Like, why don't they just send hay bales? Like, it's a little bit more expensive, but like they genuinely cannot move it from their house. I just think that'd be funny. Like, what would you even do with it? Like, how would you even begin to get rid of it? 20 yards of sand right in the driveway? Oh my God, dude. That's just like one of those things where it's like, all right, I got it. Now what the fuck do I do? How do I get rid of it? Like, invite like a local farmer and all of his like friends to come pick it up, I guess, is like the best way to do it. Put it on Facebook Marketplace. Free to whoever comes and picks it up. Plant grass in their yard, the tall, sharp grass. Are you talking about, what is it called? Like sawtooth grass or something like that? I'm gonna be honest, it'd be more annoying if you plant putting green grass, because that shit is terrible to manage, apparently. $20 yards of sand is $1 per Lowe's bucket. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, that's not surprising. It's just sand. Yeah, I'm still looking for a cool coffee cup. Yo, here's a coffee cup shaped like a toilet. I don't know why anybody would ever want that, but neat. You can also get one that looks like a pill bottle. So you can act like your medicated schizophrenia isn't real. You can cast sand, why pay for it? Because sometimes it's just funnier that way. To know that there is an industrial process to it. Like a transaction was physically made to put the sand there. The extra effort. All right, chat. I think I made up my mind. I think we're gonna start installing snack machines in the temple for you guys. What kind of snacks do you guys want? Like, we're talking like, if you had to pick, like, what are you picking out of a snack machine ideally? And it's gotta be snacks that usually go in a snack machine. Hey, vanilla. Gummy bears, broccoli, literally burn. Literally burn. Literally burn. What do you fucking mean broccoli? Fucking burn. You've never seen fucking broccoli in a goddamn snack machine. I know you haven't. Shut up. Fucking broccoli. You know what? I'm cursing you. If you're gonna keep bringing up fucking broccoli in my chat, I'm giving you permanent fuckboy broccoli hair for the rest of your life. That's what you're getting. No matter how you cut it, no matter how long it goes, you will wake up the next morning with your hair shaped like the fuckboy broccoli haircut. That's what you're getting, Tactical, forever. And I'm gonna make sure it's frosted, too. It's gonna look like a fucking bowl of fucking ramen. Maruchan ramen. Your head's gonna look like that forever. So, get cursed, loser. Did you ever bring up broccoli? Fucking broccoli. Fucking broccoli in the snack machine. We're trying to make a cult here, dude. We're not trying to make a mid-2000s high school that's trying to turn kids healthy. Fucking broccoli in the snack machine. Good lord. Might be the worst curse yet. Cereal bars? Okay, by cereal bars, you mean like a granola bar? Or do you mean like the ones that like Kellogg's made? That was like the condensed, like the dry condensed milk mixed with like literal cereal bits. Sun chips, it depends on the flavor. Pretzels, depends on the pretzels. I don't think this is an anime background song, but I'm keeping it on because it's funny. Sour Skittles, fuck. I love me some sour Skittles. Y'all remember Grips, the little bites of Cheez-Its and chocolate chip cookies? Your mom likes to grips on my little bite of, of Cheez-It. Pop-Tarts. Do they really put Pop-Tarts in snack machines? It must be nice. I do remember Grips, though. Those kind of fucked. They kind of balled. The cookie ones were really good. Why ain't I seeing Kit Kats in chat? Actually, though, Kit Kats are the bomb. They do at my work. I remember in my old job, I literally, unironically, got hired. And they were like, they asked me during, like, the post, interview, like, survey. Like, so I was getting asked by HR, like, face-to-face. And they were like, what is a big reason for why you chose to work at this company? And I said, well, one of the big reasons is because you guys have Mountain Dew Baja Blast in the soda machines. And they laughed at it. And then 2 weeks later, after that, it ran out of stock in the soda machine, and they never stocked Baja Blast ever again. And I was so upset. The first 2 weeks of that job were incredible because I'd take a break and just go sip on a Mountain Dew Baja Blast at my desk, and then they got rid of them. And I was like, this is ass. I hate it. I hate it. This is crap. Asparagus candy? That sounds terrible. Asparagus candy sounds like some type of shit you'd see in like a British, like old style candy shop. Spelled with an E at the end with 2 P's. A vanilla cream version? Ooh, I might have to try that out. I went to Taco Bell like a week ago and I didn't see it. Must be brand new. They were evil laughing because they knew it wouldn't be restocked. Joke's on them. I quit like a year later. But for other reasons. But also partially because of that. I'm not going to act like it didn't play a factor. It doesn't taste like asparagus. It just looks like asparagus. Oh, well then what's it made out of? What's it made out of? That's really weird. I feel like I don't like Kinder chocolate because it was disallowed in my country until I was like 17. And then my chance to like imprint my taste buds to it were gone. I will admit though, the Kinder, or no, they're not the Kinder. The Cadbury cream eggs look disgusting. The Cadbury cream eggs look absolutely vile. Hara walking out. Don't think I forgot about the Mountain Dew. Actually, though, I should have said it. On my last day on the way out, I actually got stopped by the CEO, literally on the way out of the company. And they were like, well, I'm not going to lie. I thought you'd be around longer. I know you said you wanted to go into history stuff, but I thought you'd be around longer. And I was like, yeah, sorry about that. And then I should have like added in like, you guys got rid of the Baja Blast. The Baja Blast Dream or something? Bro, I'll give your mom a Baja Blast Dream of vanilla cream. Count on it. That really does sound good though, Fire, I'll be honest. Do y'all remember candy cigarettes? Yes, they still exist. They've just been like, I think they've been like rebranded to candy sticks or something like that. It sounds like Minecraft music. It's not, but it sounds like Minecraft music. No. I'm like 90% sure this is Minecraft music that this anime passed off as its own. Yeah, there's no way this is 100% Minecraft music. This is 1,000,000,000% Minecraft background music. Am I smoking crack here? Like, actually. It says it's from Devilman, but there's no way. No, cereal bars and cornflakes, meal stuff, and chocolate chips glued together with a bit of sugar. Oh, okay. So I do like those, but we usually just call those granola bars. Or at least I do. This is not Minecraft music? No, I'm pretty sure it is. It's not one of the discs. It's the one where if you leave the music, the background music on and just run around, this is it. It's like slightly different, but the chord progression and the notes are the same. But yeah, I remember like when I was a kid too, like there was like the crazy food craze with like cereal stuff where like cereal just really tried to like market itself to school kids. And one of the ways they did it were these like cereal straws, which were quite literally like the chocolate straws that you can get from Toll House. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Italian like curved straws, but they were cereal instead. And they just did not take off. Because again, like parents like looked right through it. It's like, you're just feeding our child sugar for breakfast. Like, it's the same thing with toaster strudel. Those things banged, but like nobody gets them anymore because they're terrible. They're terrible for you, dude. But it was those and those shitty cereal bars. They have that like literal like fake like sugar milk stuff attached to it as like a glue. I remember that a lot. I've never really been a cereal person, though. Bing, bing. Oh, I returned to Hara disrespecting cereal. What can I say? Streams sometimes go full circle. But I am a firm believer in my takes, so yeah. Typical bird behavior. Nonsense! I feel like birds are very cereal inclined. I feel like that's very fair. Like, I feel like cereal is one of the few things that is like perfect bird feed. Like, why are people throwing out like minced bread at parks? Just take like the shitty fucking Lucky Charms, like the parts without the marshmallow, and throw those around, dude. You'll be perfectly fine. What happened to candy stores? There used to be those big ones, like they were in a warehouse, not something you see in like a Bed Bath & Beyond store. Believe me, go to any tourist trap of a town and you'll find plenty of them. Pigeon Forge, for example, has like a fucking billion of them. You can't walk 10 feet without seeing them. It's like going to a beach and seeing a fucking shitty ass, like, chain surf shop that is essentially just like a, that essentially like all are just like hermit crab genocide factories, let's be honest. They really are, though. Those little, like, surf shops, can't talk right. Those little surf shops, like, are quite literally, honestly, like, hermit crab holocausts. Like, they really are. They are industrialized mass murder of hermit crabs. Her bum. Same high. Hell yeah, in Vegas, we have gummy worm stores that sell you a pound of gummy worms for $30. That sounds not worth it. That sounds really not worth it. Are grains and cereal related? Considering cereals are made from grains? Yes, I would imagine so. I need to go to Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge is like one of those things that's fun to go through, like once every like 5 years. Oh, it's not only tourists go there. I get you. I feel like really it's just the weed shops in Vegas. Gotta go to Dolly World. Dolly World is great, dude. We love Dolly Parton in these parts. It has been a while. Hi, how you doing? Cereal is just another name for grain. True. It's a godly name provided by Mr. Kellogg himself to stop you disgusting sinners from masturbating. Cinnamon bread is good. I agree. Banana nuts up there too. I can agree with that, Otan. I don't disagree. I will say though, I've had a lot of like Ritter Sport. And like Ritter Sport is like, it's not bad. Like I understand that it's good chocolate, but it's like so rich that it like burns my throat. So I don't eat it a whole lot. Just got a cast off. What'd you break? Do you want me to re-break it? I can do that for you. I'd be more than happy to if you want. I was going to go on vacation to Gatlinburg and COVID hit and canceled all our plans. Ouch. Yeah, that's rough. Gatlinburg's not bad. Ironically, I've never been to the largest city in my state. Like, I've been through it, but I've never, like, stopped and, like, actually spent a day there. Yeah, I know it's German. Yo, what's up, Hara Rae? How's it going? It's a little bit different from what I understand. Have you ever heard of Toblerone? Of course I have. I feel like that's like the only export of like Sweden or whatever it comes from. Is it Danish? Might be Danish. That is the difference? What do you mean that's the difference? The difference between what? I'm confused. I'm so lost. Toblerone, you have explained nothing. I am still at square one of confusion. I am well aware of the chocolate. What is different about it compared to what? For all I know, you're saying Toblerone is different from the concept of a heavenly being. Hi, Kini Modoma. We're talking about foreign chocolate. But welcome in. How you doing? Chocolate? I'm about to literally scoop your eyeballs out with a spoon. I'm about to literally suffocate you with Panda Express fried rice. The Swiss are known for 6 sour and expensive watches and Lindt chocolate and pretty mountains. True. And also gold embezzlement. And being a tax haven for almost every negative business in the world. So this vending machine's gonna have a lot of stuff? Yeah, apparently. I like Chattanooga way more than Knoxville. Chattanooga's nice, but Knoxville is really pretty. I like Knoxville a lot. Better have the Nerds gummy clusters. Okay, the Nerds gummy clusters, I will concede, are pretty good. I think they're still better out there, but they're definitely not bad. How much does it cost to use? I'm still working on that. I mean, let's be honest. Every time you've had to pay for something in this cult, you've had to pay with something. It is usually consistent. So just imagine. They give me such a pick-me-up for my 5 p.m. classes. Howler over here is like, I'm over here like, Howler, oh, you're having Nerds gummy clusters. And Howler's like, yeah, I have Nerds gummy clusters whenever I'm having a bad day. And I'm like, but you have Nerds gummy clusters every day. And then Howler's just like, yeah. I can't relate. American candy isn't exactly the most common in Europe. Yeah, I feel like Americans get way too crazy with their candy, honestly. And I say that as an American. Like, for example, a Nerds gummy cluster. I feel like if I handed, like, a small Swiss boy a Nerds gummy cluster, they'd, like, unironically have, like, a Jimmy Neutron brain blast out the back of their skull. Like, just a little rural, like, sheep herding Swiss child. What's a Nerds gummy cluster? So imagine, like, I don't even know how to put it. It's like licorice, but it has a very strong fruit flavoring and doesn't really taste bad like licorice does, surrounded by sour pebbles of like sour powder. I don't even know how to fucking put it. It's like, it's so out there, bro. I'm having a brain blast from all these preservatives and pure sugar. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Actually, there is actually a conspiracy theory that everybody seems to have missed, and that's that I am behind every major food manufacturer in the sense of I am the one adding all of the copious amounts of preservatives into food, not to preserve food, but because the more food that you eat that I have control over means that those preservatives go into your body and I can just passively mummify you. I don't have to worry about doing it actively anymore. As long as I get the organs early enough, you're gonna be embalmed well before you die, honestly. Hara is the source of Red 40 nonsense. That causes cancer. Like Lennon? Yeah, yeah, sure, like Lennon. We have marshmallows on the foreign food section at the supermarket. Honestly, that makes me wonder, like, where does marshmallow even come from? Isn't it just, like, sugar cream with almond extract or vanilla flavoring? Hey, Eric. Hara causes skin cancer. That's known already. Also cause glaucoma, but you love me anyways. You know what they say? You can't truly love something unless it hurts you, right? Is basically just shaped sugar. It's definitely flavored though. Marshmallow's definitely flavored. It's either with vanilla or almond extract. So the more it hurts, the more the love. Exactly. That's why whenever I hug you, you get radiation scars and sunburns. I'll extract your almonds. You're gonna have to try pretty hard. They're pretty far up there. Gonna be honest, they're pretty far up there, dude. The doctor did the X-ray and they said, yeah, I'm not getting that out. It has French origins. That makes sense. Probably fire. It's either that or, you know, the puddle of nuclear sludge that I left in your backyard. Marshmallows trace back to ancient Egypt? There's no way. There's no way, bro. Marshmallows are like so processed. You're not wrong, Kinimo. Do you mind if I call you Doma? Is that cool? But yeah, you're not wrong at all. It is kind of crazy. To be fair, that's what kind of happens though when you replace all the blood and bacteria in your body with sterilization and like liquid rubber and salt. Really? It's from an Egyptian plant. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. That's crazy. My ground dogs have now created an underground kingdom and I have to constantly war against them. Is it really a kingdom if it can be defeated by a garden hose? Like, let's be honest. Is it really a kingdom if I can defeat it with my garden hose? Americans actually speak the way British people did back then. You're misremembering. So the reality of it is that American Southerners and their accent are actually closer to the British way of speaking during the colonial era than like Northerners are these days. However, it's still not that close. It's still pretty far out there. But yeah. History's weird, especially American history. The way shit blends is so odd. Ugh. After streaming, I really need to make a fuck ton of fried rice. Hi, Polar Mouse. Do you like E.E. Cummings, the poet? I think he's all right. I wouldn't say he's like my favorite or anything, but he's got good stuff. I like Shelley, and I like Poe, and I like God, what's his name? Fuck, Thoreau. Am I thinking of that right? David Henry Thoreau? Yeah, Thoreau. Walt Whitman's pretty good too. I like Walt Whitman a lot too. Walt Whitman's got a lot of interesting stuff.
Well.
Brendan, please! Ow! Would you read out loud one of his poems if I sent it to chat? I mean, I guess if you want, if it's not too long. Just make sure it's short, please. All right. Your little voice over the wires came leaping, and I felt suddenly dizzy with the jostling and shouting of merry flowers. We skipping high-heeled flames curtsied before my eyes, or twinkling over to my side. Looked up with impertinently exquisite faces. Floating hands were laid upon me. I was whirled and tossed into delicious dancing. Up with the pale important stars and the humorous moon, dear girl. How I was crazy, how I cried when I heard over time and tide and death leaping. There you go. Yates? Isn't Yates the guy that got into the Battle of Blythe Road? Am I not mistaken on that? Yeah, it was. You're talking about Yeats, right? Death Art, they are speaking English. They're just writing. They're just typing it backwards. Yeah. That's him. The guy that got into the fake spell battle with the fucking weird cult guy. Yeah, and then kicked him down the stairs. It's really funny, honestly. We actually watched a long video on that. It's funny because, like, WB Yeats was like, he was like, I want to start a cool occult club, but, like, obviously I don't believe in it. It's just us to, like, LARP and be funny. And then, like, they had what's-his-name join? Aleister Crowley. And Aleister Crowley joined and was actually, like, all into it, like, actually truly believing in it. And they were like, all right, dude, you're kind of weird. We got to kick you out. Like, they were like, you're taking it a little too seriously, dude. That's really weird. Not feeling that one, champ. Ow. And reverses its typing order. I've never had that happen. That's crazy. Sounds like a weird keyboard setting. I'm gonna fight you with my fake magic. I'm gonna fight you back with my fake magic, except mine's totally real. Oh, is it just a Twitch issue? That's really odd. That's odd. Weird. I know that some people, like, it is straight up, like, I haven't banned or muted them from chat, but sometimes their, like, chats, like, straight up don't show up in chat for some reason. Like, Artie's rated me before, and whenever she types, it just doesn't show up. It's really weird. Ow. Going back to typing hamburger in different ways? Absolutely, dude. Honestly, that is like the biggest display in chat of like schizophrenia I've ever seen. Accidentally types backwards, not meaning to, after like talking about like different ways to say hamburger, and it's like, all right, anyway, my madness is cured. Rub my rub. Back to typing hamburger in anagrams. Yo! Thank you for the sub, Artie! Speak of the devil. Welcome back to the harem. Hope you enjoy your stay. Okay. I should order some food. You should. You should order some food. I'll also say I definitely spent on it, but Pringles came out with like new Hot Ones flavored Pringles, and they're really good. They make my mouth hurt, and I don't just mean because it's spicy. I mean it makes my mouth actually hurt, but they're really tasty. You know that, like, okay, unironically, this is where, like, from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I have the same mentality of Billy, and I will fully admit that in these aspects, I might be really fucking stupid. In the sense of, like, I consistently eat things that hurt me, because they continue to taste good. Kind of like that scene where he got turned into chocolate, and he keeps biting his fingers off, and they have to, like, literally, like, strap him, like, in a jacket to keep him from eating himself. That would be me, dude. If I was really tasty, I'd probably eat on my fingers. Just saying. That doesn't make me crazy, right? Auto cannibalism, would that make me crazy if I tasted good? Okay, but what is a snack that you really enjoy that really fucks up your body that's worth it? Flaming Hot Cheetos. Next question. I've literally eaten entire bags of those and it's come back out red. I'm not kidding. It's not worth it. It's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it anymore. There's also like a brand of Kroger brand chips that are salt and vinegar, and there's so much salt and so much vinegar on them, they literally like, it literally feels like you have battery acid in your mouth. I'm not kidding. They taste amazing because they're so salty and so vinegary, but they literally burn every portion of your mouth. I'm surprised you haven't already eaten your fingers already, Hara. What do you mean by that? I love the taste of battery acid, especially Monster. Yeah, if you drink the green Monsters, you unironically do like the taste of battery acid. That's, okay, unironically, Howler, that is disgusting. I don't think I've actually ever met a human being that actually enjoys the base flavor of Monster until now. That is horrific. What is wrong with you? I mean, I know there's something wrong with you. You caused my car crash, but like, that's crazy. That's even worse. You know, I don't even care that I got rear-ended anymore. I'm more grossed out that you caused my car crash. Or I'm more grossed out that you drink Green Monster. I'm totally not guilt-tripping Howler for something that was entirely out of her control and definitely was not her fault whatsoever. I think you know what I mean. We cook so much tasty food on you, you must taste amazing. Are you implying that my tummy gets seasoned like a cast iron skillet? Because that is some lore I did not consider before, but I really like. I like that idea. We're going with that now. I let Chad, like, literally grill so many burgers on my tummy that if you were to lick it, it'd taste like seasoned burgers. I like that. That's a good idea. We're going with that. That's a thing now. Wouldn't the seasoning eventually burn? I mean, technically, but that's how you season a skillet. Chad, did you season your Hara today? I sure hope you did. Hold on, I'll pull up my shirt real quick. Season me, quick. It's time to grill, Chatter. It's time to grill. Start seasoning. You're gonna need a lot of butter, and I'll make sure I'm ripping hot. Here we go. Ow. Ow. Okay, you can stop pelting me with things now. Actually, the burger was a good idea. Make sure not to leave it wet. It'll rust. Are you implying that I can corrode? I'm covered in gold. Much like the gold that I wear, this bitch don't corrode. I don't tarnish, bitch! Yo, thank you for the follow, Gold Ninja. Welcome to the cult. Great timing. Oh, I know how to make her eggs, spaghetti, and hot dogs. Are you okay? This guy really said, I only know how to make eggs, spaghetti, and hot dogs, but toasting bread, I have no clue. I'm completely lost. You know what? I'm making Hara's another food appliance. What do you want her to be? Make me a griddle. Unironically, just make me a griddle. Or a deep fryer. I'm not gonna lie, the last one you made me into, like, made me look like that really weird episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, where Eustace is a wrecking ball and Meryl, the Pokemon, was a dish. It was like a washing machine. I don't know. I'm pretty sure half the Courage the Cowardly Dog episodes, all of the writers and artists were on PCP. Or bath salts. Air fryer Hara? Are you telling me that you're like so poor you can't afford a Hara air fryer? That's crazy. Courage the Cowardly Dog gave me nightmares as a kid. Who would have thought that my fear of Egypt started with Ramesses II on that show saying return the slab, and here I am today. I need to put a Hara sticker on my air fryer now. That'd be great, dude. See you, Janelle. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hope to see you back tomorrow for the history stream. I'll admit, chat, I was not in a great mood when stream started, and I'm very happy I streamed. You guys always make me happy, so thank you. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It always does make me feel better. You have McDonald's and you didn't get me any? All right, I'm upset again. Never mind. I'm mad now. Never mind. I changed my mind. I didn't get any McDonald's. I'm fucking pissed. That's fucking ridiculous. No, that's crazy. No, that's actually insane. I can't believe it. Somebody got McDonald's and I didn't get McDonald's. No, that's fine. No, that's whatever. I'm not that mad. I only just want to nuke everything. your nuggets. It's not helping. Ow. Air fryers don't fry. They bake with hot, dry, streaming air. Look, bro, as long as they make my chicken tenders crispy, I don't give a fuck what magic they're conjuring. They could be literally siphoning souls out of a soul cairn and using the souls, like, running through my fucking tenders to fry them up. I would not give a shit. As long as it's oilless and I don't have to deep fry that shit, it comes out fried, I'm taking it. I totally didn't use that really specific reason because I totally don't have a soul air fryer. Don't ask questions about it. I totally don't have one. If I did, I totally would keep it a secret. They're like a baking oven and hair dryer had a child and people pretend that it's frying. It is frying. You spray some fucking aerosolized oil in there, it does fry it. It's just not deep frying it. There's a difference. Shit, technically, if you take it and put it in oil in a skillet, you're technically still frying it. It's not technically in a deep fryer, but you are frying it. Frying essentially just means cooking with oil till crispy. One day chat will find out that I'm really not a solar deity, just like a really attractive lich. Just a really attractive Egyptian lich. Lichy. If I was able to, I would 100% air fry a person. Same. In fact, I'd probably air fry you. Isn't that awesome? In fact, I can't commit crimes. I can't be prosecuted. I'm just a bird on the internet. What's fried souls taste like? You ever had calamari? Or like, I don't know, it kind of depends on where the soul came from. Can I be air fried? I could air fry you, Greg. But I need a good seasoning on me first. Well, how did you know? I have my White Lightning seasoning kit that contains 70% sugar and then a fuck ton of garlic salt. I'm not kidding. I got gifted that. A family member gifted me that as a seasoning for like garlic bread and like meats. And it is literally just a combination of a fuck ton of sugar and garlic salt. And it is the most disgusting thing I've ever put on anything in my entire life. It's not good. No, it's not good. It's terrible. It's so ass. Don't burn me again. I'm literally doing it passively right now. You don't understand. Garlic flavored bread pudding with that seasoning. I think I'd actually vomit. That sounds terrible. Okay, I'm gonna actually give you guys some actual cooking advice, some real cooking advice. Don't put any seasoning on your fucking burgers. Cut that shit out. Stop putting seasoning on your fucking burgers. If you need seasoning on your burgers, your patties are too thick, or you suck at cooking. Salt and pepper only. Maybe add some Worcestershire or some Dales. If your burger's good enough, you do not need anything but salt and pepper. Salt is a seasoning. It doesn't count. You know what I mean? Pepper's definitely a seasoning. I count anything that goes on almost every meal as not a seasoning. I mean, I guess it technically is, but stop being pedantic. You get what I mean? I got a seasoning for you right here, pants grab. Open up. But no, seriously, if you want to make a good burger, stop seasoning your burgers. Unless it's salt and pepper. In which you should salt and pepper it every time. And salt and pepper it after it's been grilled. Like, still on the grill, but like, after you flip it over that first time, then season it with your salt and pepper. Salt and pepper only. And then maybe throw some cheese on top if you're feeling cheesy. Marinate your meat in Worcestershire? No. People always put too much Worcestershire on it. It just tastes like a Worcestershire burger. It's not worth it. It doesn't need Worcestershire. If your burger's good, it doesn't need Worcestershire. If your burger's bad, feel free to add it. Praise the sun and pass the ammunition. Damn right. Say Worcestershire sauce again. There you go. You put salt in the mixture, it'll dry out the inside. Exactly, which is why you throw it on while it's grilling. Does ketchup and mustard count? I mean, as long as you're not putting it on while it's cooking, I don't care. Put whatever toppings you want in a burger. Just for the love of God, don't season your burger with, like, some pre-made mix. Malaysia duck with rice and curry today? Wow, somebody's fucking fancy. Sheesh. I had a PB&J for breakfast because I didn't have enough time to make breakfast. I had a PB&J for breakfast. I had a 2-day-old box of chow mein for lunch. And then for dinner, I had a frozen hamburger. Absolute girl meals, dude. Because I had no time for any of the three. Marinade is the bomb, and I'll stand by that. Fair enough. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have it. How about using mustard gas? I don't know, dude. I feel like aerosolized mustard would... Okay, unironically, though, I feel like if you found a way to aerosolize, like, yellow mustard, it would actually be more potent than actual mustard gas. Like, have you ever, like, sniffed a mustard bottle, bro? Like a whole grain mustard? That shit will straight up, like, especially yellow mustard, that shit'll rip the hair out of your nose. Fancy that Vietnamese guy is literally cooking in a trailer on a supermarket parking lot. Hey, food trucks are bomb. They are better than most restaurants. I also used to make teriyaki burgers with teriyaki marinade and a grilled slice of pineapple. See, if you're going for a theme, you can season your burgers like that. I'm fine with that. If you're going for like a Hawaiian burger kind of thing, I totally get that. That makes sense. I'm just saying, if you're grilling out for the fam on July 4th, and you're putting like Dale's and Worcestershire and like some like pre-made dry seasoning and like I don't know what else, soy sauce, like I'm fighting you in the backyard. I'm putting your head through the fucking cornhole. I like a dab of smoked sauce in my cheeseburger along with pickled cucumber slices. You mean pickles? Those are pickles. Those are pickles. What do you mean pickled cucumber slices? Those are pickles. What are you, like a 14th century, like, nobility? Yes, I think I'll have on the side of my hamburgered steak, I'll be having some pickled cucumber slices right over here next to the sauteed onions. Yeah, okay, dude. You're having a hamburger with pickles and grilled onions. Just fucking call it that. You're a pickle? Eat my pickle, pants grab. Where I'm from, a pickle is a pimple? Excuse me? Why does every Southern cookout have cornhole? Also, where do you get the boards? I've literally never seen them sold anywhere. Amazon. I'll also say, actually, every Southern cookout doesn't have cornhole. Every Southern cookout has beer darts. And that is a reality that a lot of people that are from the South don't understand. There are pickles that are not sliced, and it's still a pickle. It is still a pickle. Has insanity been reached yet? It was about an hour and a half ago, MacMain, but welcome in. It's probably during my Burger King dyed hamburger buns rant. That's probably when we really hit peak insanity. I eat pickles by the mouthful these days. I'm sure you fucking do. I don't even have to say anything to imply weird things about that sentence. Well, because it's a different language. Well, it's a wrong one. Call them pickles. On the jar, it says Danisher gherkin salat. Bro, your fucking mom gherkin salat on my fucking balls. you're welcome for that one. You can keep that one. Use that one on your friends. Oh my god. You can gherkin salad on my fucking balls. Oh man. Ugh. I love being alive. It's great. That's the shit I live for right there, dude. I live in southern Louisiana. Any restaurant without cornhole is not a restaurant. It's a disgrace. I agree, crippled orphan. Obviously, you're not crippled in the arms. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to play cornhole. Unless they use you as the cornhole board, which, that's kind of fucked up. I'm tired, Miss Hara. Me too, Veryl. Me too. HRT really do hit different with the pickles. I really do feel like there's some feminine urge to drink pickle juice, and I don't know what the explanation for it is. I got looked at weird by my boss earlier today for saying that, like, I really like sour things to the point where I love the feeling of my jaw locking up. Is that weird? Is that really weird? I'm actually curious about that. Like, I know that some older chatters that have been here for a while already know I like to drop, like, sprinkle citric acid on my tongue, but I literally love the idea of something being so fucking sour that it locks my jaw. It is very enjoyable. It is a very enjoyable experience. I'm not gonna lie. Talking about it right now, I am salivating at the thought of something so sour it locks my jaw, and I even feel it a little bit. It's fucking great. I love it. Have you tried live batteries? I did. I couldn't bite through them. My teeth aren't sharp enough. Something about tons of hormones require the pickle. If we're being quite honest, it's probably just the high amounts of sodium in dill. I don't know about you, dude, but I'm kind of slutty for some dill. I'm going to be honest. Slap that shit on anything. It's pretty good. Oh my god, I'm lightheaded. You're welcome! Going into chemistry, I have no knowledge of chemistry, but I feel like I could be a good employee at that place. I can read labels. I won't create a new walkthrough between the lab and the offices like that dude a few years ago. I think maybe. Hara wants that salt. Sometimes. But I made you an air fryer. Oh dear fucking Christ. Where'd you put it? That's not an air fryer. That's not an air fryer. That's just a fucking, what's it called? Fuck. It's like the small oven things that people put bagels in. That's not an air fryer. Air fryers have, like, little baskets. This thing looks like a fucking, like, espresso machine with dials. With egg timers. Yeah, a toaster oven. It looks like a toaster oven. That's just a toaster oven. Thank you, Odin. Odin understands my insanity. My mom has this air fryer. Your mom's got a really weird fucking taste in air fryers. Your mother got swindled. That's a toaster oven. She should sue, honestly. I'll also say some of the nastiest fucking things I've ever seen are people that don't actually, like, consistently scrub their air fryers. That shit gets nasty. Like all that 1,000 times cooked over, like, oil sludge that sits in the bottom of that is like me, the sun, like constantly burning the surface of Mercury to the point where it's just like carbon, like discarded carbon, like, ugh. Gross. And she never fucking cleaned it. That's disgusting. Hey, Moth, welcome in. My taste in air fryers is exquisite. I'm sure it is, Crippled Orphan. I honestly, I believe it. Look, all I'll say is I feel like chat would actually be rather experts at air fryers. They seem like some pretty big Tindies connoisseurs. Just saying. You guys seem like you guys enjoy Tindies maybe a little too much, especially if they're made by your mother. I got the good boy points. I'm gonna fucking use them. That's great. Honestly, I should start making good boy points for chat. Honestly. You got that shit down to a science. I can give you a tip. You can actually make really good air fryer chicken wings if you put, I think it's baking soda. You gotta put baking soda on the skin. So, like, what you want to do is you want to wash them, and then, well, no, you don't want to wash them. I forget. You don't really need to wash them. I'm used to, like, having extra stuff on mine. But you want to take them, and you want to, like, put them in the fridge so they get cold and dry out, right? And then you want to rub them with a mixture of, like, baking soda and cornstarch. Not to where it's, like, piled on, but just, like, softly rubbed onto there. And then you put them in the air fryer with like spray oil. And you just kind of cook them for like 20 minutes, rotating them every 5. And they come out crispy as shit, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding. The only problem is they make an absolute fucking mess of your air fryer. Wait, would I gain or lose points for my art? You lose because you use the wrong air fryer. You didn't use a cult standard air fryer. Eating chili powder and horseradish all the time. I can lick the spoon. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I get chili powder, but like, who the fuck who enjoys horseradish? Same thing with wasabi. That like type of spicy that tastes like chemicals is just not enjoyable to me, dude. I don't enjoy it. It literally tastes like unironically, if you took like vinegar and like mixed it with bleach and threw like I don't even know into it. It just tastes like cleaning. It just tastes like cleaning supplies. Thank you for the sub, Mastiff. Welcome back to the harem, friend. How you doing? But yeah, just saying. I don't get the hype behind horseradish. But anyway, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end stream, guys. I know. Sad, we have to separate for 24 more hours. But I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST for a fun React stream. Let me find somebody to raid out to real quick. It's 10 o'clock. I got to go eat some food, like nibble on something, and then go get in bed for work tomorrow. Let me see here. Who do I want to raid? We're raiding Maki. Actually, when was the last time I raided Yari? Shit. I don't remember. Hold on. Let me think. I gotta think for a minute. Oh, damn. I really owe it. Okay, I'm raiding Maki. Tomorrow night, remind me to raid Yari, please. All right. So you guys go have fun with Maki. I think she's building a train set, which is kind of neat. Something about trains. She's doing something about trains. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. We'll be doing our History React nights. So make sure you guys get those videos in, please. Also, Friday, we'll be doing Uma Musume races. So if you want to bet your channel points and race against my Umas, we'll be doing that. So it ought to be a lot of fun. And then Sunday's typical War Thunder. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thank you guys for coming and showing out. We started off a little slow, but I noticed a lot of people filed in towards the end. So, I think we're going to do this again next Tuesday. Just like a fun little chat night because we need it. And I would love to see all of you guys back there. Just try to be here at 7 p.m. Just try to be here at 7 p.m. so you don't miss anything. So I can be fully weird in front of everybody. All right? I love you guys a ton, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. Bye, friends. Love you a bunch. Wink.